Why, hello there, and welcome back to our Pathfinder 2e campaign set in the wonderful, magical, mystical world of Alchestria. Allow us to join our adventures now. Hello?
Hello.
I don't know, you tried saying their waifu, but I heard noises.
There were definitely noises.
Speaking of noises, because everyone used their cool, fancy abilities last time, I meant to do this. Everyone gets 1 hero point baseline and an extra one for using all your cool new buttons. So add 2 hero points. Dope. And at the end of last session, we effectively finished speaking with the old gentleman.
Oh, look, Flint also gets 0 points, apparently.
Hell yeah, he does.
Oh, really?
He's
Wait,
programmed
does
like
he get his own pool? That's,
No, he doesn't.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, sorry, I was joking. Flint is literally, he is a character sheet, mechanically, but not physically. He doesn't gain experience either, he levels with you. So ignore a lot of that, unfortunately. That's just kind of how they're programmed in Foundry. Anyway, you did the thing. I'm trying to remember. Obviously, you got your knives back, Kane. Oh, I think you had AFK for a second, so I didn't answer what the knives did. I think you asked what they did, right? Because you stabbed one of my buns.
Oh, yeah.
Effectively, they kind of just work. Yeah. What? No. Maybe that one, if it was the one that kept critting you guys. Little lucky bastard.
Got bullied.
You guys got a hardcore bully by that one, dude. I am legitimately shocked. He did like 1d6 damage, being like was on a murder spree. Anyway, they're effectively just keys. They are keys that were associated with that magic. It wouldn't hurt to hold on to them because they are not rotting and decaying like the magic was. They are still functioning. So they might serve another purpose, but as of currently, he says they're kind of dormant, realistically.
Okay, I will keep the fleshy dagger keys on me.
Effectively, they're just weird.
Yes. The keys to
I'll
your
keep
heart.
one on me. Who wants the other fleshy dagger key?
No, thanks.
Sure,
All right.
I'll take it.
It's all yours, Vega.
Already slipping into her pocket.
Yep.
Speaking of daggers, though, can I use a craft action to turn this dagger into a bayonet for my crossbow? Because those actually assist, apparently.
Bayonets do?
Yeah. And I can literally attach one to my crossbow. And then I can use it as a dagger.
Bayonet. This blade or spike can be attached to a crossbow or firearm, but unlike other attached weapons, can be wielded in one hand as its own weapon. That's weird, okay. When used as a separate weapon, it cannot benefit from any runes or abilities that function for only attached weapons. Interesting. From what I can see, it's effectively
It's the same thing. The only difference is I don't have to pull it out during combat.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any differences, really.
There is none.
Yeah, so
It's literally the same thing.
It's also 2 silver, so I'm not going to have you roll or anything for it.
Yeah. No, I just removed my dagger, which is also 2 silver.
Yeah, you can just delete the dagger and then equip the bayonet, I guess, and roll it real quick to see what it does. It is a melee attack, so... Oh, cool. It says attached to crossbow or firearm. Nice! We can now poke people if they get too close to us.
Perfect.
This is good. Alrighty, other than that, you guys finished speaking with Artur, and you effectively head back to the Legraves. They're going to basically let you guys know what you need to do, etc., to effectively get in the good graces of this individual. It's about afternoon. Just a little afternoon, I would say. By the time you guys swing all back. And the family seems relatively busy, just, getting things set up and situated. You all knock on Belwan and Faley's chamber door. They take a second before they wave you all in. And quickly ask, how was it? How was he?
Knowledgeable.
I'm assuming he was able to answer any questions you all had?
Yeah, it's same old.
Pretty much everything.
More than you'd imagine, yes.
Wonderful. Well, he sent a message ahead of you all. I assume he sort of caught you up on the topic. I guess your next mission.
Seems like it.
Wonderful. I hear he might have put you through, I guess, his usual little tests, but you all seem unscarred, unhurt, fine.
Play dumb.
I have, nervous laughter.
Wonderful. I know we can trust you all.
Didn't expect him to be so rough, honestly, but we got through it, eventually.
Oh, to be fair,
I cut my head off with a plate.
That's questionable, but all right. I would assume he was watching during the little encounter, so I doubt it would have become lethal, but you never know. Plates can be dangerous.
Especially when they're lodged in your skull.
Indeed.
Plates don't belong there.
I disagree, but all right.
What?
What?
They just don't belong in our skulls.
Okay.
We give weird looks.
I can jive with that one.
The Graves both laugh at that.
I mean, a weapon is a weapon.
True.
And then they effectively say, you guys will need to prepare. The location that you're going to be headed to is called Barrowing. It's going to take a heartbeat to get there. They have sort of thank you money, and if you guys need it for whatever reason, Belwan reaches across the table and tosses each of you a bag. This bag will contain 5 gold, so each of you can add 5 gold.
Money.
I love money.
And while you guys are stuffing the money away, you notice there's something else sort of bouncing around in your bag. Arbalist, you find another standard healing potion, just nestled away in there.
Yeah. How did I get there?
Kane, you find one as well.
All right.
Vega, you find 3. What?
Vega finds nothing.
I think I might need them.
Did I find a bunny?
You did ask for one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Realistically, it'll basically turn off if you leave this area. You can keep it here with the LeGraves, and they can kind of, be a bun. Up to you, of course. If you bring it with you, it's going to be effectively a stuffed animal.
Maybe I wanted a stuffed animal.
If you want a bunny stuffed animal, sure, make a note somewhere that you have a little Boonwee. He's quite cute.
Nah, I'll leave him here to keep the Graves company.
Okay. He can full-on function the same way he was in the tower. He'll keep things clean and do what he can. I misplaced the token, so I'll have to grab that later. Do you want to name him anything in particular?
Give me some time to think on that.
Say a name for a lad is very important.
Very important.
Just use my go-to name, Bartholomew. Why is that my go-to name? I don't know.
It's a good name.
The vicious barbarian Vega and her bunny rabbit Flopsy.
Oh no.
I like
Bartholomew. Bartholomew fits D&D better than Bong Water.
Yes.
True.
Poor Bongwater. I didn't ask to be born.
Bong Water's almost max level.
Oh my god. So strong. My Chocomocha Lotive is max level. I'm very proud of him. He's a good boy. Kind of still useless, but he's trying.
I think I only need to feed mine 1 more onion.
Nice.
Oh no, do I need to make more?
No. I mean, I bought my onions. I didn't get them from you.
Oh. But I have onions to spare.
Yes. But you didn't when I asked.
You should have reminded me.
They're seasonal.
I already bought them by then.
They're seasonal.
Yeah, I mean, they were cheap.
I just take mine out of the FC chest because we have like 15 in there.
Nice.
Do we really?
No, in my other FC.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's actually a good place to put them, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'd say if someone just randomly threw some onions.
Sadly, our FC chest is full with random crap.
It's from...
It's not random.
We have like 50,000 lobsters in there.
It's not random.
You got them from a submarine.
I don't think it's as bad as my other FC chest.
Last I checked, which was like a month ago, we had like 7 spaces left.
It's,
yeah,
it's
getting
like
there.
2.
Nice.
And 1 page is like entirely airship and submarine parts.
All of it for us is airship and submarine shit and parts. That's all it is, nothing else.
No, there's some diadem in there.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of diadem in there, actually.
Only 1 page worth.
Only 1 whole page.
1 precious page.
I think it's 1 entire page and a slightly bit more, but yeah. I think there's some like random pieces spread around.
There better not be.
Anyway, the LeGraves coffer is not full of onions, so sad day. Maybe they can work on that.
No.
I know. It's
that's a good thing, right?
It could be. Onions are, well, if they're regular onions, then yeah. But if they're special onions, they're missing out.
Yeah, of course.
So effectively, they let you guys know that you're going to be heading to Barrowwain. It is a rather large town, not as large as Torello, of course, but it's definitely sizable next to an equally sizable lake. You guys are to meet with the Kincaid family, specifically Kincaid himself, and they should be, when you guys get there at least, housed in a large building with a big old octopus, not a real one, but a big old octopus cutout slapped on the front of the building. There are many others, so, feel free to run around and get them mixed up, but preferably head straight there. Your guys' fare via horse, carriage, whatever, will be paid for on the way there. Whenever you guys need to get back, of course, that's on you, but it's cheap, so it's all good. Other than that, they effectively let y'all know, be chill. He's a character, so just get in his good graces. as Archer said, the Legraves kind of owe Kincaid, not money necessarily, but like a favor. And you guys are perfectly fit in to fill this favor. I would say the Legraves don't know you're there to steal something. Would you guys keep that to yourselves?
Yes. He gave us a copycat, right?
Yeah, a fake one. And then the box to keep the real one in. The fake one's inside the box. So basically you open it and they will just whoop, flip.
Like, was there a range of the box opening?
You basically need to be right on top of it, yeah.
Okay.
Very close. But once it is closed, you effectively sacrifice, I guess, range for security. Once it's closed, you're good. No one's getting it open. People won't even know what it is. The box, he said, should be smaller than the actual crystal itself. So keep that in mind. Other than that, you guys have gotten your allowance. Congratulations. If you need anything from the Legraves or have any questions, you can ask them now. Otherwise, it's effectively time to head out.
Yes. I mean, aside from the fact that I now know where I'm from, so I've got to go back to the library and pick up a book, I guess, about the general region.
Yeah,
but that's RP.
Yeah, it's midday, so for the rest of the day, you guys can kind of just chill, do that. If you want to go to the library, hang out, more than welcome to. And then tomorrow early, y'all can head out.
Other than that, I would like to enlighten my allies about the prospect of talismans.
Talismans?
Talismans. One-time use items that can be affixed to your armor or your weapon. They're very cheap, well, relatively speaking, and they are very useful effects.
All right, cool.
For instance, you know how you don't have access to your crit specialization yet?
Yeah.
There is one talisman that allows you to use it as a free action whenever you crit.
Oh, okay.
There's also one that basically makes your weapon for one turn, I believe, a +1 striking weapon. So that's double die and a +1 to damage and hit.
All right, cool.
And there's also one which is slightly more uncommon, but very useful for waifu, which is basically a 2d6 heal.
Yes, thank you.
It's called the Lover's Knot.
The Lover's Knot? Okay.
Yeah.
Did we have time to take a rest?
Of fun stuff in that.
Yes. You haven't yet. So you guys arrive back at the Legraves at around midday. You guys have all day to rest. So if you want to slap that long rest button, you're more than welcome to do so. Shield all your spell slots and everything back. And then tomorrow early is when you guys are set to leave. Is the spell preparation button your list of all your spells?
For each thing, yeah.
Okay, I'm not clicking anything. I'm trying to be careful.
There's also a talisman that makes a crit fail on a treat wounds, not a crit fail.
Indeed.
So you don't die. The Crying Angel pendant.
I've collected a few of those here in my little pack over here. So you guys will be seeing those eventually, or you can just buy them. Some are cheap. They are one-time use. So basically the thing happens, and it pops, and then you get the effect, and then it goes away, but they are cheap.
Yeah.
I know you guys aren't rolling in money, but...
The potency crystal one, for instance, is very good if you want something dead really badly.
Indeed. It's definitely super useful.
It's only 4 gold as well. I mean, yeah. I don't have any gold because I use it all but.
Like I mentioned, because there's less of you, I will be pretty generous with items. That and they're cool. I want to give you guys fun toys to play with. So, besides roleplay stuff, if you guys want to do anything in particular for the rest of the day, you're more welcome to do so, or we can just hyperdrive over to tomorrow morning.
I got nothing.
All right, that works for me. As mentioned, it is going to be about a day or so of travel. There will be other people and such in the cart. There will be about 3 of them. They're hauling both people and supplies. So it's going to take a hot minute. I'll go ahead and load the next map just to have it slapped in. It's nice and pretty. So, Barrowwayn in the distance. You guys are aware that it is quite a large city. It is mixed in terms of downtown, uptown. There are so currently, I guess in Torello, there are many gangs, clans, groups, and such. Some more violent than others. You guys know the Graves Pass and whatnot, so I won't go back into that. But they also have agents here in this town. It's not too far away, at least. Most clans and gangs work like that. Well, they'll have like smaller, I guess, avenues. Maybe they're selling something, or they have a temporary truce. So there are more here, at least more prominently featured. Essentially, the entire town, if you want to kind of zoom out, looks like this. You have streets, and then you have rivers running through them. They primarily use boats and such to get around here. While this is a really cool picture, I don't see how the boats would get through because, dear God, that's a lot of crowding. But that is basically how everything would function. So on the way there...
You've seen that video of the Indian market on the train station, right?
Yeah.
On the rails. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Where it barely goes over everything.
Yeah.
Some people are very skilled. I would crash, but I'm also not a boatman, so
That was low-key terrifying, but yeah.
a little.
Fair point.
I'm not known for my boating skills. But anyway, as this is a
Well, maybe
rather
I am.
possibly this is a rather large distance from location A to location B. So while you guys are kind of traveling, do we talk about anything in particular? How are we sort of feeling about like the now and the future, I guess, as a group, and what your guys' individual goals are?
I mean, Arbalest
really
would have been slightly more downtrodden, I guess, after the reveal of his nation being low-key destroyed.
And having heard that, Vega and Kane, do you guys have any opinions, or you just accept Arbalest for who he is and, pass be damned?
Pass be damned.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, if anything, the images from what I saw, they didn't really bring back any feeling or emotion, but the only thing I did feel was a sense of guilt. I'm not sure why, though. Like I failed or something. Huh?
How dare you?
Well, I'm sure I'll find out more, and I'll just like erase the book that I picked up. I found a book about the region, at least. Maybe I can find out something.
It's a place to start.
I mean, just having the name is enough for now. I still have to pay back those, well, I guess gods or whatever the hell sent me back here in the first place, so.
Those things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't remember anything. Apparently, some of my kind do remember stuff about that place. I don't. I saw one recently, though, when I found Flint, but that's about it.
Wait, you remember something about it?
No, I just saw. I think I saw an entity. It's weird. Like I felt drawn to it, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Not much I can say about it though. It's wearing a mask, so.
All right, and about mid-conversation, as you guys are all discussing this and whatnot, you hear some shouting come from up ahead, one of the front carts, and it seems our destination is right over this next hill. And as you guys crest it, you can see the entire city of Barrowine. And from here, it is very easy to witness all of the markets. There's some floating markets next to the giant lake that the city is situated at. You see some huge boats, and there are smaller boats like moving toward, moving away. Some of these boats are shops themselves. They're actual markets. There's like a floating market. Some of them are, for transport and things of that nature. But you can see all the really crazy, colorful roofing from this far out. You notice there's a few different locations to approach said town, and we're kind of going from one of the larger gates. So as we kind of head forth, it takes about 2 seconds. They don't really check too much. They just go like 1, 2, 3. Cool, you guys are right. And then gates are opened, and you're all allowed on in. After you basically hand your guys' pass to the folk that are in charge of the carriages and such, you guys are given free reign to Barrowine. And as a reminder, basically, as you guys enter this location, they let you know to keep look for a building with a giant octopus on it. It should be south of your guys' current location.
Side note, were you going to say something, Kane, while we were walking?
No. I was going to say that I'm probably not going to talk about anything personal on the way over.
Okie dokes. So, can I see that crab on the way?
Yes, you can indeed see a crab across the way. There's a big old bridge here, and across the way there is indeed, not Sotembori, definitely not at all, giant crab slapped onto a building right there.
Have we eaten yet?
Probably not, no.
To the crab!
Now, I will say, you can most definitely eat. You were made aware that the location that you're to meet Kincaid also has food, but you can totally grab food here. Not going to kill you.
Give me your biggest piece.
Alrighty.
No?
There is 2 locations to pull from here, Vega. You can either come in and sit down, or you can get a big old fat boy to go. Which one do you want?
I'll take him to go.
All right, you want a big old spicy crabman?
Yeah, I don't need any tools either. I'm going to manhandle it.
All right, it quivers in the distance, and maybe you scare the individual a little too much. They did warn you, since it'd be like a day plus travel, to eat beforehand, Vega. I don't know if you maybe weren't listening, or focus on something else at that exact moment in time. But
what about second breakfast then?
Yeah.
The person kind of whips around and goes like, right away, ma'am. And, they have someone else with the cooks are like whipping around and doing their thing. And they, have them already dipped in that boiling water, and they pull the sucker out, and all this steam begins to like swirl up, and the smell just smacks you right in the face. And they give you this giant-ass crab that's kind of held in this like paper, so you can hold on to it and not die.
Come to mama.
And then this little bowl that fits fairly easily in your hand, just full of melted butter.
Perfect. I will stick it in my my crook of my elbow so I can dip and break at the same time.
Excellent. We need efficiency here. This is walking food.
All right, where's the squid?
Now you cross the bridge. It is southeast of where you are.
Oh, we can see it better from here, right?
Yes. Once you guys get up on the bridge or on the like higher areas, you can easily see the squid from where y'all are, or octopus, whatever it is. Big old nasty arm thing. Side note: this location actually has a door that should function. So go ahead and run your token there and see if it works. You can just drag straight down there. You don't have to take steps at a time, Vega.
My friend disappeared inside.
Beautiful. I mean, you walked into the door.
That's fine.
You just need to be a little careful, specifically on this map, positioning near the exit, because it will just kind of suck you out. Then you gotta go back to the other map.
That's
Are
fine.
Are there any signs?
I can see like the outline of where the exit thingies are, at least. That's useful.
Indeed, yes. I decided to add that just in case you had a little too much fun running your token around and get vacuum sealed outside, because that's no fun.
Appreciated.
No problem. All right, but yes, moving around this location here, y'all can see there is one large door, and from the outside, you can hear that whoever's on the inside is definitely having a good time. Vega, as you swing the doors wide, people don't really turn to pay you any attention. There are drinks already a-flowing. As a reminder, it's just past midday, about 1 or 2. And everyone seems to be having a good time. There's music playing. What was that?
For some reason, my token also appeared on the other map.
Mine did
mine's
too.
over here too.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Weird.
As a copy?
Not as a copy. That is seeing from above down below.
Well, we can't see. It's just
Yeah,
black.
it's still dark.
We can't see that now.
But yeah, technically you guys are in the first floor, so all you can see is in the first floor. Once you do move over there, though, you guys can see down, so you can see all the tokens down here, and as I move them. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
And as y'all are kind of moving about, they didn't necessarily tell you exactly where to meet him, but all the patrons seem to be busy. There's a few folk behind the counter and such, but Kincaid is indeed expecting you all.
Then I guess we should go to a table.
You definitely can if you'd like. And as you sit...
I'll wait it next to the fire.
Sure. It takes an extra second or so, but someone does eventually kind of walk your way, Vega. As Arbalest is chilling near the fire and Vega takes the table. Kane, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go upstairs. I want to see what's upstairs.
Sure, that works. That also functions.
Everyone else can handle it.
So you'll be backing over there. All right, so yeah, Kane, now that you're on the upper stairs, you can see down, and if Vega moves, you can see her moving. So,
Hello, Flint.
alrighty. After you wait a moment or so, Vega, someone indeed walks up to you, and they kind of just, plop down a menu, smile, and just say, "What would you like?"
My mouth's full of crap. Oh, I'm good. Oh, wait. Can you give me your best draft?
Sure, of course. It's just you?
2 others.
Perfect. Is that 3 drinks then?
Yeah.
They nod, head back, and you know that they will return momentarily with said drink. And while that's happening, Kane, you indeed head on up. The music's flowing upward. This is like a ledge, effectively, where you're currently sitting, and you can see down. Just around the corner, you see a turn. There are some various doors and such, and whatnot back there. And just beyond the end of this hallway, there's another door that is like semi-cracked, and you can hear loud conversation coming from there. You guys noticed when you were down below that there were some windows in the second floor that were looking down at you guys all. Very difficult to see through them, either whether they're frosted at the angle, you can't really see up through. And there's some folks sitting up here, Kane, but not quite as many. And down here, Vega, the server shows up slightly confused, but regardless, slaps down 3 beers and, anything else?
Nope.
All right, perfect. The server, go ahead and they just head off and they hit up some other tables before going behind the counter.
Why was he confused?
Because you're sitting alone.
You're by yourself and asked for drinks for your 2 friends that aren't here.
I mean, they'll come over eventually.
They're not going to question you and your invisible friends.
Or I'll drink it.
Before she drinks it, I'll take it. And then go sit back in the fire.
Oh, shit. I forgot doggy snacks. Oh, well.
It's fine. I have treats for him.
Can't have one of my crab legs.
Sure.
I'll toss it to him.
He does a flip.
Oh.
Ooh, food and a show.
Some people cheer as Flint does a little flip and catches the crab leg. From this distance, that is a very impressive toss, Vega. And a very, very impressive catch. the goodest of boys. And
Dainty.
looking down, Kane, are you doing anything in particular? Or are you kind of just hanging out?
I'm more just like watching to see what everyone's doing.
Okay. People just seem to be having a good time. They're not really gravitating towards any particular direction. Vega, as you're munching down on crab and drinking, you recall that you would needed to ask for Kincaid that he was, he would be busy. He's expecting you, but he's not waiting on you.
Oh, in that case, I'll wave the waiter over again.
Okay, they head back on over. And how much of your drink have you down by now?
3/4.
Excellent. As the waiter's walking over, go ahead and roll me a fortitude save.
Okay, never mind. I was going to hear Shirley are good at this part.
Excellent. Good start to things. Alrighty, so this is weird. I can't necessarily put this on you, but alcohol is a thing in Pathfinder. All right, you failed your first roll. So...
If it's a net 1, don't you get immediately stage 2?
Is that a nat one? Okay, so that's a nat one. Yeah, that's a nat one.
That's
right.
a nat one.
Nice.
Don't you see the bright red?
I do see it now, yes. Excellent. Alrighty. So yes, you go down 2 stages. That would make you both flat-footed, and you have a +1 item bonus to saving throws against fear.
Wait, what does that mean?
Basically,
Because you're drunk, you are fearless.
correct.
Oh, okay.
If someone tries to scare you, you get a +1 item bonus specifically, because there's different types of bonuses in this game, to fear effects for 10 minutes.
Like, wasn't there also a monk subclass that literally does not get the flat-footed bonus or something?
Probably. So fortunately, Vega, you're sitting, so you don't notice that you're flat-footed. The individual comes on over, and they see that you have just absolutely inhaled this beer, and they kind of laugh at that. And as you motion them over, they what do you need? What's up?
Good stuff. I forgot, though. I'm waiting for someone. Kincaid.
Oh, you guys are here for him. Yeah, sure. He's on the 2nd floor, the room down the hall to the right.
Oh, good. I'll be on my way.
Excellent. Enjoy. Have fun.
I will, guess I'll stumble up the stairs.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to make sure I grab everything.
Excellent. As you kind of grab all your stuff, you still have some crab. You begin heading up the stairs, and Arvillus, you sort of just see your stand and begin to very carefully waddle off and head upstairs. All right, Kane, you see a...
Flint is going to be her guide dog.
Oh, you have a whole extra beer, don't you, Vega?
Yeah, and I grabbed it.
Okay, excellent. So, Kane,
I will slam it down beside Kane.
Excellent.
Okay.
Actually, let me roll for mine as well.
I guess we're drinking.
If you drink most of it, yeah, go ahead and roll me Constitution. Or, sorry, Fortitude.
I would have drank all of it by now, yeah.
Time to drink all of it, because why not?
Oh my god.
Nice.
Oh, the two of you are lightweights.
All right, bud. How are you guys critically failing? All right.
It's your fault.
That's my life when I'm not DMing.
Nice. An 8, a 6, and a 22. Good job, Arvillus. You critically succeeded. So, unfortunately, the two of you, the alcohol hits you a bit quicker than you were expecting. Kane, as you're kind of downing this, maybe you thought, oh, I maybe should have gotten some crab as well. Empty stomach, alcohol, not a good combination.
I mean, it didn't help me.
Who knows what was in your...
You're supposed to down them in like 5 seconds. Take some time.
Shush.
Vega hungry, Vega thirsty, Vega consumes. And you were told, Vega, that the room is indeed at the end of this hallway on the right, so south.
The V in Vega stands for vacuum is whole.
Yes.
What? Okay.
So this way? South?
Kane stands up and falls down again.
I like wobble my way over.
I will knock.
I'm pretty sure. I hunt for a Kincaid.
As you all get closer, there is very loud laughter and voices just jumping out from this room. The door actually isn't closed, it's just barely cracked. You knock and you hear a pause for a moment, and they might not have heard, so they kind of just keep talking.
I will push the door open then.
All right.
Stumble in.
As you push the door open, do you all also
Sure.
head on in? Are you tripping in?
Yes.
All right, snorting, tripping, and falling. Excellent.
Good first impression.
Do you do you drop your crab?
Absolutely not.
All right, good. So do you land on your back then?
No, I land with the crab up in the air.
If she falls backwards, I would try to stop. Keep her upright.
Yeah, I land on my stomach, but I'm holding the crab up because I don't want to touch the ground.
Excellent. As you do this, the conversation stops, jazz music stops, and they all turn to look at you, and they just start laughing. Kincaid stands as one of the individuals kind of moves off to the side, and he's looking down at you. He's just laughing to himself. They're all in their cups, already having a good time, kind of doing their thing. Are you the three that the LeGraves sent to us?
Yeah, I'm Vega. I'll attempt to stand up.
Nice to meet you. Good job saving the crab there.
Of course, can't let my precious hit the ground.
That shit's way too good to waste. Good call. Come on in, all three of you.
I just stumble in and like fall over and then get back up and like lean against the wall.
Excellent. For reference, this room is larger than it looks. There are more seats than are present. As we motions for you guys to kind of take a seat as people sort of scoot over. There's basically a large circular-ish couch. This individual kind of moves on over.
I'm gonna slam into someone, butt bump them over.
Okay. You notice that Kincaid's sitting on a couch that's larger than it needs to be, but he's sitting on it by himself, and no one's moving to move to his couch.
I mean, he is the boss, so that makes sense.
And as you all kind of sit down, he motions for the three of you to go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Vega.
I'm Kane.
And I'm the chaperone Arbalest. This little boy is Flint.
Excellent. Nice to meet you all. No surnames. I can respect that. So, what brings you all here? Why you three?
Because we're good at what we do.
And what is it that you do?
Anything and everything. Mostly
She
killing.
might be drunk, but she is right.
Well, perfect. I see you've pre-gamed a bit. I hope you don't mind more. As he kind of laughs at that and someone comes on in and they bring in more alcohol, some liquor. You notice there's a relatively expensive looking bottle sitting nearby Kincaid. It says the Thunder's Glow on it, and it's currently just barely opened. He's poured himself like a shot, and he downs said shot, pours another one, and grabs one of the beers and starts down that one while laughing and just kind of, all right, more alcohol, more food and shit. Come on, bring it in. And everyone's kind of cheering. They're all having a good time. After the waiter leaves, he'll go ahead and smirk that and kind of motion on over to you, Vega. And he says, perfect. You're willing to do anything. I do indeed respect the LeGraves, but they've gotten a little soft recently. Not a huge fan of that. So sell me on yourselves. If I were to hire you off the street, Vega, why you? And
what is the job we came here for again?
Literally, you're here to help. That's it. Wonderfully vague.
Just whatever he wants, I guess.
Well, I'm good at smashing and kicking and slicing and stabbing and punching. All that good stuff.
All right. Not bad. He's kind of laughing at that. I'm going to have each of you go ahead and roll me something with effectively your introductions and you selling yourself to Kincaid.
Yes, I'm great at these.
Excellent. There is an action called Make an Impression. All it is you rolling a diplomacy check. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw that at you guys. Not you, Flint. Sorry, buddy.
But he's so good at it.
I know.
It's adorable.
What a good boy.
He really just is.
He gets an innate +5 circumstance bonus.
For being cute?
Yeah.
What a cheater.
I stole one of your crab legs, by the way.
I noticed. I did not notice, actually. Vega noticed. Vega did not notice. I noticed.
Hey, that's a nat 20, I think.
I'm sorry, did we get a nat 1, a nat 20, and then just a fail?
Yes. I have a +0 to it.
Have I critically failed twice in a row?
Yes.
Yeah? Well, I'm going to have to ask you to do another... So while you're introducing yourself, he's motioning for you to drink, and he very much wants you to drink.
I drink.
Go ahead and roll me another. Now, you notice something a little different about this one this time around, Vega. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
What the hell?
Not bad. I won't add you to this then. So we just commented. Not doing so hot, but hey, guess what?
Whatever was in this one woke me up.
Yeah, it's also a little spicier. Okay, so the DC was 14 on this one. You rolled a 27, so you critically succeed. So good job there.
Aww.
I can't mark you with a stage 1 drunkenness, Arbalest, but basically, yeah, you're intoxicated against fear. Congratulations. You Vega, you're good. You're set. You're on stage 2, but you, like I said, you notice that this beer's got a little extra kick to it. It's probably from a special stock. And he sort of laughs at your smash and grab. So effectively, this roll here plus the one prior is you introducing yourself, there's like a sub mechanic in the game that I'm half using. Not really. It's just succeed or don't. That's basically NPC attitudes, and it ranges from hostile to helpful. So effectively, depending on how well you do or don't do, it goes up or down. So critically succeeding is very good. It goes up quite a bit. So you don't even out. Fortunately, critically failing just means it goes down 1, but then up 2. So Arbalist, how do you, as he passes you a drink, how do you sell yourself to this lad?
I mean, following up on Vega, I guess I'll just like say that I do everything from tracking people to items to places, you name it, and I'll be able to find it. And trying to not lag behind her downing a shot, I guess. I also try, but Arbalest is more of like a slow drinker, so he kind of chokes on it.
Excellent.
Not expecting it to be this strong.
Are you close enough for me to smack in the back?
No.
Damn it.
Unfortunate.
I will laugh at you because I see the joke.
Sorry about that. I don't think I've drunk in 150 or so years.
A pause. They're not entirely sure if you're serious, so they kind of laugh at that and go, okay, cool, we already like you. And then they motion over to Kane as a drink is passed to you.
Well, I down it as fast as I can.
As one does.
Because, of course, have to show them how you do it.
Of course.
I'm just like, I know magic.
He pulls out the flesh daggers.
No, I do not pull out the flesh daggers. I'm real good at casting spells, recognizing anything to do with magic. Basically, just anything to do with magic.
Okay. As you're sort of explaining this, the general laughter dies down a wee bit at the mention of magic, and he's kind of nodding along like, all right, okay. And
okay,
just a little neutral, and he goes, oh, sounds good. Well, points to you, Vega, again, and says, you with the smashing. What's the biggest thing or most impressive thing that you've smashed?
I grappled a crystal frog 4 times my size.
Oh, you seem to still have all your limbs. How did that play out?
I mean, it swallowed me, and then I just yanked its tongue out.
Did you keep it?
No, gross.
Yes, pretty gross, isn't it? Not bad. And as he's asking you guys questions, they're clearly pushing more drinks towards you all. We'll say this one's of the same, I guess, severity.
Here we go again.
Nice! Critical success, hell yeah. Ooh, okay, there you go, babe. There you go. No bad.
Arbalest is the lightweight. We're fine.
We're all stage 2, easy stuff.
I'm a slow drinker, it's fine.
All good.
I'm getting used to it. Not entirely, though. I still have like the weird, that feel when you take a slightly too big swig and you have to like,
yeah. And they're watching when you take that swig. Everyone kind of looks towards you, and you see a few laughs and whatnot. But the individual sitting next to Kincaid kind of does the exact same thing. And they go oh, and they choke up a little bit as well, and they kind of hack up whatever like finger foods they're having.
What? Mm-hmm. If I fail again, I'm going to start talking in a language I don't know.
Okay.
Or I do know, but don't know I know.
They spit out like a little shrimp and go, just re-eat it. And then Kincaid looks towards you, Arbalest, and says, so you're a tracker, survivalist. What's the, I guess, most elusive creature? Or sell me on one of your hunting stories.
Oh, well, it's going to have to be recent. I managed to track down an occultist. That's about it.
I'm afraid I'm going to ask for a little more detail on that one, occultist.
Occultist, deep in a spider lair, doing weird stuff with, I don't know, blood.
Oh, yeah, blood and intestines. Oh, I like stabbing him.
He motions to you, Meg, as I say, I'm going to ask you to elaborate on that in a second. They got a little quiet at the mention of like intestines and occultists. I'm like, okay, cool. That's a little more radical than you're expecting. They're expecting an animal or something, but you know what? Nice.
I mean, if you want to have elusive, then the most elusive thing I can think about is myself, because honestly, I don't remember anything anymore.
Well, if we keep up drinking at this rate, I'd say we'll all join you, right? And they all laugh at that.
Yeah, I guess we will. Especially those two.
Kincaid then motions to you, Kane, and says, hey, Kane, buddy, Hey, go ahead and sell me on your magic. What makes you so unique? Why do we want you?
Can I just cast a spell?
Yeah, of course.
I just use inside ropes.
Okay, and how do you
help my intestines?
All right, you just start going at it.
I just walk over to him, just like, listen, I got this really cool spell. You know how he was talking about intestines earlier? It's real cool. I like pat him on the head, and then I rip out my intestines.
Oh, not again, Kate!
As he sees this, he looks down, just looks at you, and starts just cracking up. He goes, "What the hell?" All right, fine. Maybe you sold me on your magic. Normally, I'm not too keen on it. Too many explosions.
Like one of those clown shows where you pull out the handkerchief and it keeps on going.
And yeah, I say as he's laughing, you're probably still going at it. And he's just like, "Wow, that's a lot of rope." Too many explosions and shit that I don't understand, but I like that. I'm not sure the practical usage, of course, but it's definitely interesting. And Vega, once more on the chopping of the cultist individual. What went on there?
He kidnapped people and turned them into monsters. He had to die.
I would agree. Did he... just unwilling individuals?
Yeah, they were chained up against the wall and they were nearly dead.
Sounds like a real shit. I would have taken his head if you weren't there, so perfect.
Oh, I stabbed him real good.
With that giant sword you've got at your side, I assume?
Uh-huh.
I would have loved to see that. Shame. Oh well, one more dirtbag not walking the streets or spider caves. It's all the same thing. And as he's laughing and whatnot, he kind of bounces between you guys, asking for more stories. And then some other people are kind of sharing, like, well, I did this thing. And he's like, I bet you did. And then someone else begins to also tell a story. And someone quickly goes like, horse shit, no, you didn't. I was there. You pissed yourself or whatnot. Like, what now? And then they kind of start like hitting each other and whatnot. And then Kincaid's laughing. The orc next to him's laughing. The gnome's kind of having a giggle at this. And the drow and the cat guy are kind of hitting each other. And during this time, while everyone's sharing stories, would you guys throw anything else at Kincaid, or?
What do you mean?
Any other stories? Anything else you want to tell him? He seems to like you guys so far.
I mean, I guess I could elaborate on the quiz. No, I probably shouldn't.
Anyway, there was this weird spider with a human face in the back of the cave as well.
Many weird looks at that one.
Yeah, definitely killed that one as well.
Yeah, I stabbed that one too. Ugh.
Well, sounds like you've all lived a pretty meaningful existence up to this point. Not great, but fun, I guess, as you're still alive, right?
Oh, nothing's gonna take me down. I'm gonna live and live.
That's the kind of...
I'm gonna snort at that.
Hey, you! What you snorting for?
Oh, I don't know. You've been on the floor more than any of us combined.
I will throw some crab leg, empty, of course, at you.
I will try to catch it. Actually, no. Flint will try to catch it.
All right, Flint being a wonderful boy, you kind of just toss a crab leg at him.
You hit him in the face.
Hey, he's the one who didn't catch it properly.
He takes this failure, and he will make it a victory because you missed a little bit of meat, and there's still juices. So he starts looking at it.
It's like one of those adorable videos where you throw something at a dog and you hit them in the face.
Or when you like throw them a snack and it bounces off their nose, and they keep trying as it's bouncing.
Yeah,
love that. Hilarious. So Kincaid is having a little laugh at this. Everyone's kind of having fun. They're doing their thing, and he pauses and says, "That reminds me." He turns to the orc next to him, to his right, and says, "Oleg, that reminds me of the prior inquiry that we sent you out on, yes?" And everyone gets quiet at this. Oleg just slowly nods. He says, That didn't go so well, did it? And they go, oh, no, not really. Things out of my control, et cetera. Just excuses, and Kincaid's kind of like motioning him like, all right, you can stop. And as this individual is basically trying to excuse themselves, Kincaid has whipped out his expensive drink again, the Thunder's Glow. And in a larger cup, not the size of the nice big beer steins we got, but it's fairly sized, definitely not a shot cup. He's slowly pouring Thunder's Glow in there. And everyone's like looking at that like, it's really expensive for reference. And they all are giving the look of like, okay. And he goes, all right. Well, that's a bit of a damn shame, isn't it? I'm hearing a lot of excuses, and, well, they're falling on deaf ears, if you catch my drift. Oh, sorry, boss, we tried our best. And he goes, You know what? I forgive you, it's fine. It's not a mistake we're making twice, right? Of course. And he goes, yeah. It's just, perfect. Well, to ensure we don't make another mistake, here, my favorite drink to you. Oh, no, boss. It's okay. That's your favorite. We know. Oh, no. Yes, the last glass and all the shop's perfectly fine. But you know how much I like you, Oleg. And he kind of shakes their shoulder a bit and says, Please, I must insist that you take a sip. And as Oleg looks down, you all can see that Kincaid has poured enough liquid into this glass that it's beating on the top. Nothing is spilled. Not a single drop is spilled. But it is like bulbous. I forgot what the name of the effect is, but everyone is basically not breathing because they don't want to bump the table.
What happens if it falls? Would I have ever seen this before?
Seen what?
This expensive liquid.
Probably not, but you were told the reason he comes here is because they have this special liquor. I think it's like created with, I don't know what the hell they call it, like more like eels, like electric eels. So it's got some shock to it, but you have to extract various elements and stuff. Incredibly difficult.
I want to reach for it.
You're reaching for the cup?
Yes.
As you do, the person next to you like reaches out and kind of grabs your hand, like as if to say, "Don't stop."
Well, I want to try some.
Yeah, you can try it if you ask. Don't touch that cup.
Okay.
And they're looking at you like, "What are you doing?"
What happened? Is there anything I can help with?
You can most likely help in the future, Vega. You all seem to be quite competent. I like you all. Oleg. Please, you have to drink a whiff. And then Kincaid leans forward towards the glass and just gives it a nice strong whiff. Says, smells so potent. Kick right in the balls. Go for it, Oleg, please. And Oleg looks slowly and kind of, leans toward the glass a bit. Kincaid motions like, come on, closer. And Oleg leans a little bit closer. And Kincaid goes from his leaned back position to leaning forward just a little, just watching. Says, go on. Give it a smell. Oleg does. And then looks up. Says, yeah, it smells really good. Smells excellent. This is the best drink in all the land. Please, don't waste a single drop, yes?
Is it poison?
No. He's been drinking this all night, so definitely not. But he poured...
Is the cup poison?
Potentially, he wasn't drinking from it. But no one seems to really question this as Oleg very, shit, what do I do? And they go to,
I do stage whisper that, by the way.
Oleg goes to, sip it off the top, and Kincaid goes, don't disrespect the drink. Lift the cup. And Oleg slowly reaches out, the shaking hand, grabs the cup, and, absolutely in slow motion, nobody's breathing, they're all just watching.
Damn, man, I'll do it.
He just slowly brings the drink to his lips and sip, and the beat on the top is gone and everyone breathes out oh, thank God. And he goes, perfect. Enjoy the rest, Oleg. You know how much I appreciate you. More drinks for everyone. Come on. Why are you all so quiet? And everyone kind of, yeah. And they all kind of have their fun again. He does look over to you, Vega. He says, you seem to be interested in having some of this.
Never had anything that fine, so yeah.
Oh, are you good with your liquor?
Of course.
Good, then take a shot. And he pours one, slides it towards you.
I'm gonna down it.
Okay, go ahead and make me another fortitude save. 26. Perfect. I didn't say the DC, but it was higher than 14. You nailed it, though, with a 26. Excellent. And he's watching, as if to say, all right, can she handle it? Everyone's watching, actually. People were not expecting him to just slide you a drink that easily. This is, like I said, very expensive, and it's his favorite drink.
Woo, that was good.
It shocks all the way down your gullet, down to your tummy. And he's kind of just watching, waiting. Oleg is sipping at it, kind of making faces like, ow, almost as if they're in pain, but they've gotten about a third of the drink down so far, so their risk of, dropping it is very low at this point. And yeah, it's strong, Vega, it's definitely very strong, but after you've gotten past the literal initial shock, it's good. It's really good. Has a very robust flavor, one that does not knock you on your ass, fortunately.
Thank God.
And after the initial shock...
Imagine if you had failed.
I know, right?
How many die would Yeti have had to have rolled?
Your head explodes.
Oh dear God.
Vega's eyes fall out. You're doing great. He cheers. They all cheer. He kind of slaps a cap on the drink, sits it next to him, and he goes back to all the finger foods and the beers and such. More stuff is brought in, and into the night, we all just kind of have a chit chat with Kincaid and the folk here. Everyone seems happy. Everything seems chill. Oleg manages to finish the entire drink without spilling a drop. Kind of slams the glass on the table. Everyone sees this. They all cheer. Kincaid kind of slaps him on the back, maybe a little too hard. Says, "See, I knew you could do it." And with that, we effectively spend the whole day and some of the night drinking. Let's see. Good job on the success. By this point,
That was nearly a crit success.
It was very good. You rolled a 19? Yeah, you did.
I'm going to have fun with my rolls tonight, I see.
Either you
You're
roll
only gonna roll once.
a 1 or a 19.
Ones or 20s.
Yep,
I'm rolling 1s, 20s, 19s.
perfect. Upper end, lower end.
The odds are in your favor in that case.
If you shit the bed, use a hero point.
Exactly.
And actually, on that note, Vega, go ahead and take a hero point for riskily nabbing that drink and trying to reach out for it. And holding back. Good job showing reserve there.
I don't know if I should have it, all right.
You wouldn't have died, surely.
Alrighty, and with all that, the drinking ends at some point in the night, hopefully not the early morning. Many stories are passed around and such. Everyone looks wonderfully sloshed. And Kincaid lets you all know that if you want, there's some rooms in the back where you guys can stay, and I'll meet you downstairs early morning for your first gig.
I would like to immediately pass out one of them.
Pass on. Oh, on the bed. In the bed?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. You do just that. And there's no windows in that general location, so a little difficult to tell, precisely where and what was happening. So that's fun. And by the time morning rolls around, he will essentially request for you all to meet him downstairs. The other folk kind of went their own ways. They didn't seem to necessarily stay here. They all went their separate ways. Maybe one of them stayed in one of the back rooms. But by this point, you guys are no longer flat-footed or sloshed. You can go back the way you came. Vega, you don't have to go in the bed if you don't want to.
I'm exploring.
You can explore. For reference, these are all beds.
I had a feeling.
They're all
Yeah.
beds.
Yeah, they're all beds and there's a shitter in the back, but, not interesting, I promise.
Not yet.
We may have drunk quite a bit. Do any of you not handle, I guess, hangovers?
I'm fine.
You know what? I'm gonna roll because it matters.
Yeah, I would say for you can roll or just say you're fine. Up to you.
No,
I'll
I did
be
say
able to,
if I
like,
fail
wake up.
again, I'm gonna start talking in a language I don't know I know.
I'll roll for
You
mine.
just
Why
want to
not?
be weird.
Nice. 24.
I do not start talking in a language I don't know I know.
17. Excellent. All right.
I guess I have to roll now, huh?
And if you
don't
want,
have to.
you don't have to. 16. Excellent. All right, you're good then. Carried by the +7. Alrighty, he sees you all come down, waves you on over. He's already kind of picking at something, just some food that they have ready, basically. He goes, "Well, good morning, good morning. How the night treat you?"
Great. I slept like a log.
Just
Perfect.
yawn.
I can't remember how I slept, which is in line, honestly.
And with all that, he kind of looks through some things real quick that he has in front of himself while he's picking at some finger food, something fried. And he motions over to you all and says, "All right, perfect. Well, we'll start with something simple, yes?
Sure.
Alrighty. I just need the three of you to go pick something up for me. Nice and easy. There's an individual running a... Shit, what is this? Oh, fish stand this time. Sure, they're running a fish stand. They got a package. I just need you to pick it up and bring it back to me. Simple, simple.
All right. Which stand?
It's, shit. Should be the northeast side of the city.
Are they expecting us?
Oh yeah, they're expecting a pickup from the three of you. We let you know ahead of time. Last night it was sent. So yes, you're to be expected. Definitely keep an eye out, by the way. This person's, I wouldn't say new, but we've had some folk trying to break into our little line of business, if you catch my drift.
So he's what? Cautious.
Yes, he's cautious, and there's others that are, well, the reason he's cautious. Just keep your eyes peeled, yeah?
All right.
Will do.
No problem.
Perfect. Feel free to smash whatever you need to do. Just, well, don't smash anything of ours, and if you make too much noise, I didn't send you.
Got it.
Perfect. You're to meet him in about about half an hour from now, so feel free to eat up, sober up, whatever you need, and meet him there.
Wait, what does he look like?
He gives you a general description.
Okie doke.
It's going to be an orc in a blue apron, basically. And they're going to have a tightly wrapped, like, paper, I almost said bag. What else called? Paper package.
Parcel.
Parcel, bingo.
That thing.
Precisely, a parcel. Kincaid lets y'all know that, here's some food if you guys want to power up effectively before we head out. But other than that, y'all are ready to get straight to it. So 2 things. 1, we're going to be testing a new mechanic here. And 2, so we did mention this as a quick reminder. Obviously, when we're walking around in towns and things of that nature, your weapon is stowed. It is an action, of course, to pull your weapon out. So just a reminder. Obviously, we don't really mess with that in dungeons, because why would you put your weapon away? Let's be honest. I guess Vega, because it's 2-handed, but, you can realistically drag it with one hand and then switch.
Ooh, so. Yes, I can. Make a, as I walk.
Yeah, just do an anti-stealth explosion.
Exactly.
Making as much noise as humanly possible. My favorite activity.
Still not eerie and scary.
Honestly, you might scare away whatever's in the dungeon, so that's probably better.
I am all about intimidation, so yes.
Realistically,
it's a big fish.
It's a very big fish. Realistically, you do get a.
Oh my God, he's eating a guy.
Everything is scared by you, passive at some point. So yeah, sure.
Perfect. That is a big fish. He's totally being eaten by a dead fish.
Is that a big fish?
Yep, it is.
Oh, there's a guy in his mouth, isn't there? That's funny.
No, there is.
Alrighty. Well, yes, big fish. Big fish aside, you guys go to sort of the more downtown area. There are still rivers and such that are running through, but you notice a lot of the roofs here aren't quite as colorful. There are more dirt roads than stone roads here. It just sort of slowly transitions into this as the roads and such dip downward. But markets are still bustling. Everything is still, popping. It's all on fire. There are, not literally, animals are kind of running about. You got people, moving fish here, there, and everywhere. We're meeting, a little midday, so all the fish markets have set up and everything. The the giant fish has been scooped in, and we'll say that there is indeed a rather large fish corpse to the north of where you guys currently are, and there are people just cutting it, and there's tables and various things, and they're just laying out basically all the sections of the fish and whatnot. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them slowly cut a tuna for like sushi, but they're basically doing that. It's really cool. They're professionals. Very fun to watch. They're effectively just doing that. They're going to town, this big boy. And to the south of where you guys currently are, you do indeed see the market that was mentioned to you. There are many booths, tons of people around here. It's very, very busy. But after you kind of go...
I buy this massive piece of octopus.
Yeah, all right.
Start eating it.
That's to-go food, right?
Yeah, obviously. Comes in like one of those square paper cones.
Yeah, exactly. It's a octopus.
I'm not sure how you make a square cone, but
we'll make it work with magic.
Very carefully.
Exactly. So, as you guys are kind of moving about, doing your thing, your eyes bounce from cart to cart, and there we go. You see a very somewhat timid-looking orc as their kind of eyeballs are jumping to the left and jumping to the right. They're probably looking for you guys. Blue apron and all, as they're kind of like, all right. Where are my people? And you see on their table is pushed back a bit, that little parcel. And, some folk walk up and he sells them some fish. Some other folk walk up and he's like, hey, here you go. But like, real quick. No time for bidding or haggling or any of that nonsense.
Scout mode.
And as they're looking about, Arbalest, you're keeping an eye out. Vig and Kane, what are y'all doing?
While you two do the talking, I'm going to take a look around.
I'm interested what the package is, but I don't think we're going to look in it, are we?
Probably shouldn't.
As you are indeed looking about, your group is moving closer and closer. You're not necessarily this close. You guys are a good maybe 20 feet away from here, but they do see you through the crowd, and they kind of give a big wave as they're like, oh, there y'all are. And there are people moving in and out. Arbalest, you're able to see this as maybe a group that doesn't look like the others. Rather than heading from booth to booth, they move straight for this booth. Very quickly, actually. And you notice they were waiting amongst the walls. And as they kind of head for this person's cart, they wave to you, and you see these 4 individuals just like lightning fast rush the cart, move in, and the orc almost doesn't even notice as they kind of like look down, and this package is just suddenly gone.
Hey!
Do you have enough time to hunt a march across my prey?
You very much can if you wish. You see this group as you scream, hey, they quickly freak out, whip about, and they fly down the street.
I also fly.
Okay, so they split into two groups.
Oh, I want to follow the group with the package.
Good.
Okay, it's difficult to tell who has the package. Hold up, no move. All right.
I was looking right at it. Surely I saw who grabbed it.
Indeed, in this crowd, it's a little difficult to tell. So what we're going to do is this. Pathfinder has mechanic for chases.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're going to do one of those. Effectively, you do indeed enter initiative order, but this does not function the same way as initiative. So I don't need to add them. I just need to add you guys. Effectively, how this works is the three of you get, so I'll explain this very clearly, and I'll explain the first objective very clearly. As you shout, hey, Vega, and you run forward, one of them throws a knife up, and Kane, you see them do the same thing to the other side. There are many flags and little banners that are hanging between all these buildings. That and there's some like overhangs in order to, help with the shade and such. They sever one almost perfectly, like they had this set up, and it falls, completely obscuring this way. And you see people that are moving about and they're shouting and they're like, oh shit, what the hell's going on? So effectively, the way chases work is there's a number of obstacles, and I'll let you know as we get through each one. And each obstacle, so hey, y'all remember this? Oh god, it's the clock from Blades in the Dark. All right, cool. So this is how we're going to track it. So effectively, each of you can do one thing, and I will let you know what the most common thing is. If you want to do something else, this is mostly aimed at Kane, like cast a spell or something, then that can, depending on the spell, equal 1 success or 2 successes if it is something very, very smart or very weird. So I'll let you know for this first one, and you may choose to get past this first obstacle. It's going to be hanging flags, all these banisters and stuff that fell. So these guys are running off. So your speed's not going to matter. None of those things are going to matter. Initiative won't really either, so don't worry too much about that. Basically, we're just going to do a thing. And for this first one, is you can choose. So for hanging flags, you guys can roll a perception check or an acrobatics check. The perception will basically be, I see the way through here. Or I saw it like before they fell, so I know where to go. Acrobatics will basically be weaving through, not getting caught in any of the hanging ropes, and moving around the people. The perception check will be a little harder at 15, and acrobatics will be 13. Of course, you can do something else, like, ooh, what if I do this? And I say, yeah, sure, go for it, and it'll be a different one. So each of you can do one thing, and we roll initiative just to say, sure, we'll do it in that order. The order doesn't necessarily matter. You need to get 3 successes, hence the clock, to complete this one obstacle. Once all 3 of those are done, boom, we go straight to the next one. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. Basically, you do a thing, you succeed, you nail it. Good job. We add 1 pip. Then Kane does something. Then Arbalest does something. He nails it. Boom. 1 pip. Kane does something. Boom. 1 pip. Done. We're past the hanging flags. Next obstacle. And I have a number of these. So let's see how this plays out. Realistically, we can go in any order, but it doesn't super matter. So, Vega, how would you like to get past all these hanging flags and banisters?
Acrobatics.
Alrighty. Acrobatics. Go ahead and roll me in acrobatics. We need to be a 13. All right. We got it.
Wow. Just barely.
You got it, though. All right. You're able to kind of weave on through. You saw a little ahead of time, and you can hear people shouting. So you're able to kind of whip your way through with all the ropes and such hanging. Seeing as we're going through this as a group, we'll have all 3 of you obviously do your thing before we fully succeed. Arbalest, what are you doing to assist?
I mean, I guess I'll also acrobatics to get my way through.
Sure, go for it. Same DC, 13. Perfect. All right, and now we get to bring up critical successes. Because you critically succeeded, it's going to fill it 2 pips. So, Kane, you don't necessarily even need to do anything. I'll go ahead and move the turn order to you, because that will basically automatically succeed, as the groups will move forward down here. For shits and giggles, did you guys want to separate or go the same route?
I was going to go after these ones.
Perfect.
I mean, I did use my hunt praise. I was gonna see if I can roll to find out if I remember or saw which group had the package.
Okay. That we can probably use with one of the actions, or with one of the later ones when we're more clear on where they're going.
Yeah, it didn't make sense for the flag, so.
Yeah. So now, getting past this general area, Arbalest, are you going the route of Vega or the route of Kane?
I'm gonna send Flint after the other group, and I'm gonna follow Vega.
Perfect. Okay. So as you guys go flying by the vendor, they're like, "Oh shit, I'm so sorry! Damn it! They're like looking around, like, "Oh, what the hell's gonna happen to me?" And as you guys get past all these just whipping and screaming flags and such, you think you see them off in the distance, but there are suddenly huge crowds moving through this area. People are kind of pushing and they're wriggling through, and it is an absolute mess. So, again, you may choose acrobatics or athletics to kind of weave or push your way through the crowd, or you can use society to basically follow the flow. So you know how people move when in public. It looks like a mess, but you can use a society roll to say, I can follow this mess, basically. Or, you know how people essentially function, what is considered, not rude, but essentially that. So Kane, you can do that, or spells, anything else. Those are just the common solutions.
If I want to make a path through people, I can scare them with inside ropes.
You very much can do that. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, I'll just pull out my inside ropes and look like a madman so people run away from me.
Okay, that is a cantrip. I will not have you roll. That will just be an automatic 1 success because people are going to freaking move. As you kind of whip these bad boys out, do you say or do anything, or you just witness me?
I just scream like a madman.
Okay, you scream, people scream, they're beginning to part ways, and you can barely see just beyond some of these folk, some of the bandits that nab your shit, and they're running around the corner. Vega.
It's not too loud for a scream to not be heard.
Oh no, they can hear it. Yeah.
I'm just gonna athletics my way through.
Go for it. That's a 15 for athletics.
It's the only thing I'm good at, so yes.
19. All right, that is a success. You are able to push your way through people. Vega the bull won't take no for an answer. Alrighty, and Arbalest, what do you do, good sir?
Can I acrobatics my way up this building, on the side?
Yeah, you can move your way around. Because you're doing it differently, I'm going to lower it to 13. I like that. All right. Unfortunately, Chris don't overflow into the next obstacle, but...
Damn.
I know, right? All the same.
On the building now.
Good shit. And yes, you are indeed on the building. You notice that they've run a decent ways forward. They've actually, gotten back to each other, and they're kind of running towards... Well, they're running the same direction, it looks like. They probably don't see you guys. I'll say with your crit Arbalest, you guys are able to move essentially in a way that they don't know they're being followed. So because of this, you see them kind of all through the same alleyway, but they slam what seems to be a large wooden gate behind them. So with this one, again, you can athletics to climb over, or you can pick this bad boy. Or something else. It's okay.
So by wooden gate, how thick is these beams?
Are you thinking of ramming through it?
Potentially, yes.
That is very much an option.
Okay.
Kane's up first, though. You come through howling with your ropes. What do you do?
I don't know if I have any spell that really works with this.
Just fireball on the fence. It's fine.
I don't have that. I don't think magic missile would break it or anything.
I mean, can you even use it on objects?
Toward a creature.
Okay, then no. Yeah. Yes. So if it was toward anything, I would say yes. And if it's a spell slot you use, then that would most likely be 2 successes if it's something big, like a fireball, obviously.
I mean, I have Horizon Thunder Sphere.
Jesus.
I mean, that's a nuke, I guess. Not
it
a
is.
fireball, but...
I mean, why not?
Just set half the town on fire.
Someone will deal with it.
Is that what you're going for?
I mean, if it looks like it'll break with that, then yeah.
It won't completely finish it, but it will critically succeed, and I'll up it by 2.
Sure.
It'll almost knock it over. All right, so as you're getting ready to cast the spell, Vega.
Ooh, do I see the fence looking extra weak now?
It might with the casting of the spell, yeah. You gonna ram it?
I'm gonna pick up speed and ram it.
All right, roll me athletics. 15.
Is that just athletics, or should I roll a shove?
Same thing. All right, 15. So with a combination between Kane blasting it with lightning, what is it exactly? It's like an orb of lightning that explodes, or what?
Concentrated ball of electricity. It doesn't really say anything. It does explode if I use the 2-round version, but I don't have 2 rounds.
Okay. Well, it's whatever, basically. So it's just a thing you're doing, yeah. So, 2 rounds, correct, yeah. All right, cool. So, with you just kind of hucking this ball of lightning. You whip around the corner after everyone kind of spread the way, meaning, yeah, you got room for this. And it goes hurling through this alleyway here. It smashes into the gate. The whole thing, not just the fence itself, shakes violently. It does not go down all the way, but it is splintered and looking to hell. Vega catches up right behind you and smashes into it, shattering it entirely.
Everyone dies.
Everyone dies. You notice this next area, they're not present, but you can see that this was probably a pig pen, and there is just mud covering the ground all around here as you all catch up.
Well, then there should be footsteps, right?
Oh, there are indeed footsteps. You can tell where they went, but there's mud everywhere. Arbalest, you can come down, or you can stay on the roof. Entirely up to you.
I mean, if I can stay on the roof now and track them.
Yes, I'll let you either do a perception check or acrobatics to follow where you think they are. Your choice.
Oh, so I can't do a, what is it, a nature check or something to find them? Seek action?
Sure, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. And then, track gives you +1 or to that, I think?
With my hunt spray, it's a +2, I think.
Okay, go ahead and do that then. It'll be a 15.
That's
Oh,
a bad roll.
one short. All right. You think you can see where they're going, but you're
I can't
not.
see it from up here.
Yeah. It's close. It's real close, but you're not entirely sure where they went. So, Kane, you see mud, you see footprints. It's relatively clear, like kind of how they got through here. And Arbalest was trying to find probably the best way to get through because they got through here quickly. But it's confusing. What do you decide to do? Standard options can be athletics just to run through like a hog, or perception to find the best way to get through.
Probably perception, because I don't have any spells that'll help with this.
Alrighty, roll it up.
You have a flint.
Oh,
I
no!
have 11.
Unfortunately, it's difficult to tell. The mud is starting to settle. There's kind of a pig that apparently rolled through it. It's still here chilling in the pen.
Sadly, Flint doesn't get a turn.
Sadly. All right, Vega, we got some shit. Now you can use Flint, definitely. You can think of a cool way to use him.
I mean, he has imprecise scent at least.
Mm-hmm.
He can't actually use any skills, but he does have a scent, so if they are within 30 feet, I believe, he can sense them.
All right, what are you feeling, Vega?
I think my only option here is to run.
So you're just going to slog through?
Yeah.
I'm just going to guess.
Athletics it up, 15. I believe. All right, with a 16, you are indeed able to slog forward. But the way you guys are kind of seeing this general layout, it is unfortunately a mess. It will probably take you guys longer to get through here since we couldn't perceive or track our way through. So it's actually, we're going to move over to the next obstacle as Arbalest will take what you saw and what Kane saw. And honestly, Vega just piling on through. Arbalest, you can continue along the roof as Vega will probably take the lead and you're kind of helping her and shouting out where to go as we'll move over to the next obstacle. So this one will fail, but we still move forward. That will change one thing. I'll let you know in a second.
I mean, it just means we won't catch up to them as fast, right?
Correct, yes. And they have moved past this area, and I guess fortunately for you, Arbalest, you see them on the roof. As you're going to turn this corner, there was a rather tall building, and they're on a shorter one. As you turn around, you can say, oh shit, they're actually up on the roofs. Vega, as you turn the corner, you can see a ladder that was like smacked down into the mud, and you can climb up this ladder in order to follow them. So we have a somewhat rickety rooftop here, and it's going to be a little more difficult, so we got to be careful. If we run up top and just straight go through, it's acrobatics, 17 to cross these rickety panels, or an athletics, 15 to just jump from thing to thing, or Arbalest, of course, since you're up. If you can think of something else, more than welcome.
I do have engineering lore. Can I see weak spots in the weak spots in the roof we can avoid because it's a rickety and old?
Yes, yeah. Go ahead and try rolling that. We'll make that one. We'll make that one a 15. Alrighty. It with an 11. This place could look better, unfortunately. Maybe there's too much to look at, Arbalest. It's a little overwhelming. You can very easily point out all the bad locations. The problem is there's too many of them. Kane.
I don't think I have spells again. This.
Just
so I guess
the house,
just.
it's fine.
Oh, I don't have fireball yet. If that's even a thing in this, I'm assuming fireball's a thing.
Oh yeah, of course. And they can
Fireball's
critically.
like a staple.
Yes, they can also critically fail it and do double damage. Oh,
Spicy.
Nice.
I know. It's 12d6, I think.
Oh God.
Yeah, they nerfed fireball, but it only does 66. But you can critically fail, so it's fine.
I want to be a magus and use fireball as my spell strike.
Dear God, mages are so
Crit.
cool. They're so cool.
Man, that's so many dice.
I think I'll just roll acrobatics,
You're basically just running up and trying to cross over the rickety panels.
pretty much.
Alrighty, roll me a 15, my friend, or higher.
Or not.
So
I'll use
close!
a hero point. Why not?
Sure, go for it.
I believe.
I believe.
Let's
Oh,
go.
oh, I saw the 11 for a second. Wait, it was just
Oh,
our-
you do have those.
you do have those, yeah. All right,
11.
cool. So we'll jump that up with a 17. You're able to kind of hip hop across some of these, and you're sort of leading the way, Kane. It's perilous, but you're starting to find a path. Vega.
Am I still stuck climbing up the ladder?
So climbing the ladder and crossing the rooftop is kind of all one thing. You tell me the action that you want to take to help catch up to them. They are currently on the roof and just up ahead of you guys.
All right. Well, climbing up those rungs one by one, it sounds like a pain. So I'm going to use my skill, high jump.
Okay. Is that in athletics?
Yeah.
All right. Well, roll me athletics to get it. A 22. Okay. The DC was 15, so not a critical success, but a regular success. You are able to take these way faster than rung by rung. You might have damaged the ladder a bit, but fortunately Kane's already up there, and guess what? So were you, and hey, Arbalest is already up there. And speaking of Arbalest, you guys are indeed catching up. Final chance to make it, Arbalest, what say you?
I'm just gonna acrobatics my way across.
All right, go for it, 15. I believe.
Do a flip.
No!
Maybe not. You know what? I'm gonna re-roll that because
All right.
I've rolled so low every single time.
Yeah, it's trending downwards with a +8, yeah. There we go, a 20,
Yes,
hell
bud.
yeah. Alrighty, bud. And with that, you're all able to kind of catch up to these guys as you see them whip down. They slide down like one of the gable sides of the roof, and they kind of oof and land on the, like, what were they called? Like the overhang of a little flower market. And as each of them are kind of spreading and they're all shooting down their own directions, all four of them fire down what seems to be an alleyway. And you guys can clearly see where this is. So the three of you are able to quickly catch up. And you can see down this alleyway, they all shot in different directions.
Can we see where the package went?
Difficult to tell, but spoiler, I'll let you know that you'll well, I guess depending on the success of this one, we'll probably find the package. Hopefully. So we have mostly successes. Alrighty.
Changed.
Our final one, back alley. All right, standard choice is perception, or you can roll society to basically recall maybe a map that you've seen of the area, or since you guys have been running through the city, and Arbalest, you've seen it from, above for quite some time, you can recall, maybe they make these alleyways a very specific way, you know what I mean? And you could roll society for that one. So we're starting with Kane.
I think it's time to roll society
High society.
and roll horribly. Okay, I'm using another hero point.
All right,
That's fine.
We have not
16.
rolled over a 10 in like the last 5 rolls.
God, the first ones were so high. You guys were like critting too. Alrighty, y'all see as you guys probably hesitate for just a split second, Kane, something boom clicks, and you're like left now, and you guys fly down the left way. Vega, as you guys are running down, the alleyways getting tighter and tighter, but you guys can hear them just up ahead. What do you do?
We can hear them, but they're out of sight.
They're out of sight. As you guys turn, you barely see the back of one's foot, so you're on the right way.
Can I perception maybe somewhere to cut them off?
Yeah, definitely. With perception, we'll make that one a 16 to see where they're going. Perceive our way into the back alleys. An 18, excellent. All right, sharp eyes, Vega. You're able to see exactly where they're going, and we're also using our other senses to, maybe smell them out. We're definitely not hearing them out, because that'd be weird. Arbalest, what do you choose to do, good sir, as we're coming up to the final rung? It almost sounds as if they maybe split up, actually. They might not be in the same group anymore.
How close are we to the guys that we're following?
Relatively close. You cannot get a dead sight on them, but you, Arbalest,
Are we within 30 feet?
about 30 feet or so. You actually see one of them probably took the wrong turn and is going down an alleyway that is not associated with his allies. So someone went the wrong way. This guy does not have the package. He's not your target.
All right. In that case, can I just use Flint's imprecise sense of smell to follow the guy, I guess?
Okay. I think he
I
has
think he has 30 feet.
So I believe he has a skill with that, doesn't he, or no?
He does get by bonuses for that as well.
Okay. With the imprecise scent, what's he pulling this from? Well, what did he sniff before that's telling him these are the right people?
I mean, he has been following them for a while now.
Okay.
He knows their general scent, and we've basically cut it down to 2 people, and one of them split off is definitely wrong.
Perfect. I would say, since we know we're following the right group, I'm using Flint's very powerful nose. Go ahead and roll me his perception and roll a 13.
He is technically my hunted prey, so I get a bonus as well. Nice.
Ha! 19! Hell yeah! Alrighty. And with that, we've completed our chase! Alrighty, thank you, Blades in the Dark Clocks. I knew I'd use those for something. Alrighty, and down this way, with all the successes that we have nailed, your group is essentially able to corner 2 individuals. And they hit a dead end. They're no longer running. We reached the end of our chase, and one of them is holding the package. The other one is turned, ready to draw a weapon. Eyes jumping between the 3 of you. 4 of you.
Like, can I do a recall knowledge to see if I've seen these guys' faces before?
Sure. Let me think what that would even be. Honestly, that might be society. Just general people or insignias on them. Yeah, that would be society. So like something on them that you'd recognize. It's a 15, I believe.
Go on my +1.
I believe. Just roll high. Just roll high. Aw.
Nah, not. I mean, I can re-roll, technically. I want to.
Looking down, you're not sure, but you do see some emblems and such that they're wearing. You just can't really place them, unfortunately. And as Arbalest is looking at the 2, Kane and Vega, what are y'all doing? One of them has the package in 2 hands. The other one looks like he's going for like a sword. Hasn't drawn it. They both look very like, ah.
Can I fling myself at their legs?
Fling yourself at their legs? In what way? What are you doing?
Prostrating.
I can't describe it.
I mean, that's pretty important. What are you trying to do? Trying to trip him? What are you doing? Oh, she's physically showing me, okay. I'm sorry, you're doing a wrestling move?
Yeah.
Wait, are you running at them then going horizontal and flying them that way? What the shit?
Is she going to suplex them?
I don't know what this move is called, but I can't say no to this. What's your intention? To knock them over?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. You don't say anything, you just go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I can't describe.
No, you're right. That's kind of hard to describe. Basically, she is. Now I'm going to try to describe it. She is running at full force, jumping up in the air, turning her body horizontal, so parallel to the ground, and then you can't hit them both, obviously, because they're far away. So which one are you going for?
I
I'm
think.
definitely sure that has a wrestling move name.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
I think the one with the weapons.
Okay.
Flying tickle or something?
Oh, it's got to be something like that. This is definitely just roll me a run and gun check. Just roll me shove. This is definitely shove. It's just way cooler.
I just did.
You did. Did you target my boy?
Oh no, I didn't. Which one is it?
The one up front. I'll put him here because he's closer to the guy trying to defend him.
Do you want me to re-roll again?
Roll again just so I can see how it compares to the math. Yeah, okay, it's comparing it to his Fortitude DC. All right, then you would have succeeded with your 15. Alrighty, so basically you run at this lad and you knock him backwards onto his ass. All right, so he doesn't get knocked over, but you knock him back like 5 feet. He was going to draw his weapon, and you're able to right yourself, so you're not prone, but neither is he. You kind of slap him against the wall as his back strikes the brick. He looks like he loses breath for a second, and his hand comes off his weapon. And with that, he puts his hand out to say, like, oh, shit, what? And the guy with the bag's like, what are you doing? And he holds it closer to his chest as they're looking at all of you, and he's like, what was that?
Give up the package or die.
Oh my gods! They both look at each other.
I'll yell from the roof, who sent you?
Okay, they look up there. Shit, there's someone on the roof too? And looking around, there's only 2 of them. Like, where'd the other ones go? Shit! And they go, fine, who are you? All right. Don't do that again, all right?
And wait, am I standing up again?
Yeah, so shoving doesn't knock you prone. You're pro enough at this that you can do the slam and you're fine, yeah. We're just flaming it really cool.
I'll pull out my sword. Hand the package over.
Yeah, we got it. He holds it out carefully. I was gonna say, all right, don't chop my arms off or anything.
I will step forward and take it.
All right, you lower your weapon, take the package, and he kind of leans back, hands up. The guy that was going for his weapon, after catching his breath, he sighs and puts his hands up and says, all right, we don't mean you any harm, just let us be on our way. It was Clearly a bad job.
Who sent you?
Who sent us? Our boss sent us. We'll be blunt. We were sent by the Ram to take, well, whatever that was.
The Ram?
Yes, of course. Of course you've heard of the Ram.
I have not.
How dare you?
He must not be important if I've never heard of him.
And it's the name of our clan. You're clearly not from here, so I'll let that slide for now.
You would have even if he...
What?
That thought died. Never mind.
All right, Vega's brain fizzled out because she's too busy dropping elbows on people.
That's fine.
I don't brain very well.
My brain has not been working all day.
Well, mine hasn't been working for years now.
That's a problem.
What's a brain?
Yeah.
Sad.
What? I'm sharing a single brain cell with like 12 people at this point. That's all I got left.
Oh,
It's
please
overworked.
don't. Please don't.
Please don't share it.
Yeah, save some for yourself. Be selfish.
What do you mean?
Be a
It's fun sharing
shellfish.
it.
Be a shellfish.
It's
All
a
right.
mollusk.
They're clearly, trying to put up a verbal fight, but hands are up. They are frustrated, but clearly meaning no harm as there's only two of them.
All right, I better never see you here again.
Considering we live here, that's going to be relatively difficult, but all right.
Don't steal anything in front of me then.
I don't have shit stolen from you then. Good job catching us, by the way. Very impressive.
Thank you.
You're welcome, damn it. I don't know what that was, but it hurt. It was very cool. I'll have to try it later.
Ooh, thank you.
You're welcome again. You may leave. I'm done with you. They both look up as harmless, like, please don't shoot us.
I mean, I don't have my crossbow out.
There's still, it's really imposing to have a very tall guy looking down on them.
I shoot lightning past them.
Okay,
Just to scare them.
as they're looking at Arbalest, they don't see where it comes from, and you just hear both of them shout like, ah! And it just singes the back wall behind them as they both duck, and they look up and they can see just the brick is smoking. They slowly look up to you and kind of go, all right, cool. Good thing I didn't draw my weapon. All right, Vega, package secured. Good job.
All right, I guess I'll turn around and start walking back.
Fortunately for you guys, it's not too far away, it being the club. Package in hand, Vega. What do y'all do next? You go straight back there or what?
I mean, I want to take a brief stop by the orc to let them know that we got it. And then, yeah, back to home base.
All right, they're having a panic attack. Is it swinging around the corner? She turns and goes, God, did they take it?
I'll show it. Nope, got it.
No, hell yeah. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. That wasn't a problem, was it?
No.
Probably, but it's fine.
You won't tell Kincaid, right?
Nope.
Oh, thank God.
Hey, who's this Ram character anyway?
Oh, their group's called their... Oh, is that who stole it?
No, apparently. That's what they said.
Well, they don't run the place. Everyone thinks they run the place, including us, which we do. You know how it goes. Anyway, they're just known as the Ram. They're one of the various clans here alongside us. It's run by someone named Atticus Cole, but they're very straightforward. And, well, I guess that makes sense as the corners just ran up and grabbed the damn thing. I thought they were joking. They said we're here for the package. I thought they were you guys for a second, but no.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I'll keep a sharp eye out next time. This is definitely on me. You sure you won't tell Kincaid? We're good?
Oh, we won't.
Thank you.
But there's no telling if someone else will, so be careful.
That's the plan, yeah. I actually do have to run this fish stand for the rest of the day, so I'll be here. You want a fish?
Yeah.
I'll take a fish.
No, hell yeah. All right, they dig up a fish and kind of wrap it in paper and, there you go. Have fish.
Sweet.
Eat fish.
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 All right, and now that we've acquired the package, do we head straight back
And
towards... And fish, of course.
Yes.
As you guys head on in, and you guys are thinking about how delicious this fish will be, you see him discussing something with one of the other members. They're kind of chatting at the bar, the counter, and door rings. Yeah, he turns to look at you guys, waves to say, "All right, yeah, we're done talking. You can head off." And they kind of give him a quick nod, and they head back to the table to continue the conversation with one of those individuals. The three of you walk up to Kincaid. He meets you all with a very wide smile, as if to say, "How do we do?"
I'll hand him the
I think
package.
you already know, honestly.
Yes, and I won't say anything.
Perfect. You extend your hand. He sees the package. It's in one piece, fortunately. He smiles at that.
It didn't get armbarred at all.
He's not sure what to think of that, so he kind of just laughs to himself and flips it over a couple times in his hands and goes, Well, you did a good job. All in one piece, nothing spilled. Perfect. Thank you. No problems, I assume?
Nope. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Nothing worth mentioning, no.
Yeah. What would there be to handle?
Like I said, nothing worth mentioning.
Fair enough, fair enough. Were you followed?
Technically, yes.
Did you kick their asses or, lead them astray before walking in or what?
Absolutely.
Actually, did we? Can I do like a perception check to see who we are followed?
Yeah, followed there?
He means where you followed back.
I don't know.
Did we check that?
You guys can roll perception if you want.
Sure.
I feel like we would have been a little bit concerned about the other
surely
two.
I'm good at these.
Nope.
Sure,
I'm very happy with my self-confidence.
Damn, that's a good roll. You know what? Just for prosperity's sake, I'm going to reroll that.
Okay, I will say a 14 is a little too low. Oh no, it's still a 14. Okay. You guys,
fine.
Y'all think you were possibly followed by it?
No, I have no idea. I say no, we were not followed.
All right, very proudly, you were not followed. And he goes, all right, perfect.
Technically, Flint would also get a roll.
Yeah, Flint would smell.
Wow, that's rude.
Flint smells, yeah.
What?
Flint,
I mean, he does have
knows.
Yeah, he does have 30 feet thing. He's aware of people, but
Flint can roll if he would like.
I thought I had Flint selected, but I didn't apparently.
Regardless, a 17 plus whatever he might be good in should be good enough. And he's sort of nodding along. You guys sound very confident you weren't followed. Flint might have seen someone, but if they got too close, he gave him that look and growled, and they know better. They turned about. And Kincaid trusts you guys. You didn't spend too long out there. You don't seem scuffed up. Maybe a little muddy with the shoes, but other than that, where you have to walk through, it's kind of to be expected. And he says, well, perfect. And he smiles widely as the person behind the counter walks on up. He hands him the package and says, take good care of that. You know how I like it set up, right? And they nod and goes, perfect. And they turn about face. There's a door that leads back into the kitchen. They move back there. You hear him shuffling about a bit, probably putting it away. And then they swing it back to the front. He says, well, was that too lowbrow for your group? Something about giant spiders with faces and...
Yeah, maybe just a tad.
Demon cultists and such.
Warm-up exercise.
I must say I'm impressed. How... I really need to look at the books to see how much they owe me, but it's not too much. I do love them after all. Shame they're fully stationed there in Torello, but whatever. I can't stand the king, so we're here.
Who's them?
The Graves.
Oh, understood.
Love them, hate the town. I'm sure you understand, yes?
Yeah, it's not a bad town, but I've seen better.
Indeed. I don't do too well with titles and such. These foofy bullshitters and their, king and noble and eat my ass, I don't care. Anyway, it's much nicer here. You can make a name for yourself. How long have you three been running with the LeGraves anyway?
Cannon Arbalest, what, a week and a half now?
I only arrived 2 weeks ago in town, so yeah, just about.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'm what, 8 months?
How about that?
I will say that.
Oh, not bad. What's your opinion on them, Vega? You've been with them for a bit longer.
I mean, I quite like them. They're good people.
What do you like about them precisely? I'm interested.
They protect their own.
He smiles widely at that. Well said. As do we all. Well, and he claps. Waves some food on over. He says, not sure if you all had breakfast or not, but we have something prepared for you all. A job well done, nothing spilled. And if you're interested, of course, I can have another job for you. This one will pay a bit better, yes?
Sure. Let us hear.
Most excellent. I'd have to ask Vega and crew. How do you feel about violence? But I think you answered that question last we spoke, yes, with the smashing.
I will laugh.
As long as no innocents are involved.
He waves his hand. They might call themselves innocent, but no one truly is. I don't mean civilians or anything. You're not going to be bullying anyone. We don't do that. But Mr. Intestines, what else can your magics do besides make me laugh?
I'll like shoot lightning like at my cup or something. I'm assuming I have a cup of something.
Yeah.
I'll just like shoot some lightning at it.
And he raises his eyebrows, but he's sort of shaking his head like, he's like, God, I don't understand that shit, but, well, I assume that could off someone if you needed it to, yeah? Not just party tricks.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying not to blow up the place.
No, of
You did a
course.
little bit fence just now, you know.
Well, yeah, yeah, please don't blow up my cups. I would appreciate it. Good, though. Just making sure you're not like a party wizard or something. I've seen those. Hilarious, but they don't do too well in the field, if you catch my drift. Your trick is new, though. I like that one.
Oh, what, the intestines?
Oh, that's hilarious. That's some good shit right there.
That's my favorite one.
Honestly, I've not much a taste for magic and such, but that I like. So, we can call it a bit of a race. If you don't mind butting heads with others, there's a smaller opportunity, if you will. It's something I need picked up that will be a little more difficult to get your hands on, seeing as it's said the things there might try to off you. My men can go, of course, but that means they get whatever's in the building. If you'd like to go, I just need the one thing. The rest is yours. Sound fair?
Sure. Sounds fair.
His wide smile grows wider as he kind of smacks his cup on the table, says, ha ha, perfect. I knew I liked you three. If you wouldn't mind stepping to my office, I can quickly give you the details.
Run up there.
Or just like sprinting to beat him there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You are an odd one, and with that, he's like, you know what? I'm not sure how I feel about you, but like in a good way. Keep up the oddness. As you kind of book it up there. I'll move you guys over there.
Speed.
Speedo Uppo. And as he begins to offer this job to you all and start to break down the details, we'll go ahead and pause there and get all that shiz ready next week.